others are killing us, and it is time to talk about it. Why? We have no hope and no expectations for our future. Being a violent, imprisoned, dumbed down, self-hating race is what the offsprings of Jim Crow wants us to be. Boy, are they getting what they want. That will not stop until we start to take pride in ourselves as a people again. I look at the pictures from the civil rights movement and I see anger, sadness, determination, a range of emotions, but I mostly see pride. I see black men standing tall saying, I am not a boy and I am not a nigger. I see black women dressed as ladies even when fighting off dogs and water hoses. The bottom line, we have stopped wanting more. We have stopped wanting more for ourselves, for our children, for our people. We have lost pride. We are just as separated as when we had field slaves and house slaves. That separation was forced on us. Our separation now is self-imposed. Our women used to dress like ladies whether they were heading to church or marching. Now they walk the street wearing clothes that look more like beach wear. Our little girls have gone from playing double dutch to seeing who can twerk the best to post on YouTube. We keep doing things or wearing clothes that says I'm better in a bedroom than I am in a boardroom. It needs to stop. I'm a CEO or a CFO in the making. I'm not a female that you can sleep with once tossed aside with a baby. I'm a young lady that will finish high school, go to college, travel internationally during summer break. I will be a young woman that you want to take to meet your mother to let her know that you want to marry me and be a good husband and be a great father. Let's talk about that. How many men here today have children that you don't see, that you don't take care of, that you don't even claim? Way too many. That is a major, major problem. It is one of the reasons we have so much destruction in our neighborhood, the breakdown of the family structure. Our men have gone from being sold off now to just walking off. I don't have a father. Last year, my mother was given an award for good parenting. With tears in her eyes, she told the audience that she didn't feel like she was a great mother. She told them that being a good mother starts before your child even comes into the world. Being a good mother means picking a good husband that will be a good father to the children that you will eventually have. It does not mean having more children to increase your food stamps or social services. These are the conversations that we do not have. We don't discuss this in the town hall meetings. We always ask, where are the drugs and guns coming from that are flooding our communities? That is a great question. We know there are negative forces out there that want to take us down and keep us down. Some of them sit in Congress and Supreme Court. Their negativity toward us is obvious from them trying to keep us from voting. If negative forces dump a whole truckload of snakes right in front of us, at least 90% of us will run from them. When the guns and drugs are dropped in our neighborhood, treat it like snakes. Don't pick them up or shoot them up. When the problem is not being fed, it will slither away. We need to talk less about legalizing drugs and more of just saying no to drugs. We don't have to stick needles in our arms because they are accessible. We don't have to bend over and pick up what has been dropped in front of us. We have to take control of our destiny. We have to raise the expectations in ourselves and as young as the African American race. Young people, let's stand together and make change. Let's be our own advocates. When we see something in our schools that needs to be changed, start a movement to see that change is accomplished. Last year, I had a textbook that was so old that it still had Bush as president. How I wish I had told the staff at my school that this was unacceptable. Notice how I didn't use the word educator. There is a difference between people that work at a school and educators. We have a lot of school staff, but too few educators. The travesty of Trayvon Martin verdict that had young people across the world saying no justice, no peace. Let's keep that activist spirit. Let's make being smart the new cool. Let's make looking and acting like behaved young men and young women the new trend. Let's take the fighting off YouTube and replace it with us studying together, singing together, laughing together, taking college tours together. Let's replace twerking with working out together. Let's get together and clean up our neighborhoods. Let's rap about the changes we see coming. Let's use technology like smartphones to look up a word when we don't know the meaning or for research. Let's learn about credit score stores instead of trying to get the latest Beats or Jordans. Let's start going to church together. Let's pray together. Today I pray that our people start to love themselves so much that degrading music no longer has a place in the community. I will pray that our fathers and brothers will pass the liquor store found on virtually every block because they no longer need to numb themselves from the pain. I will pray that the drug dealers will be left on the block with no buyers because we have taken a look at our neighborhood and seen how drugs destroyed families and whole communities. I will pray that we become the people that our ancestors would be proud of so their sacrifices were not made in vain. I don't believe Harriet Tubman said, "Come on, my niggas, let's go." I believe she said, "Onward, Christian soldiers, to the promised land of spirituality, educational opportunities, financial stability, and safe neighborhoods." She took control of her destiny and brought others along with her. We talk so much about heroes of the past because we don't have enough of them in the present. Young people, let's change that. Let's be the ones that future generations talk about. Let's be the young people that change some things. It is time to use our eyes and see the society the way it's supposed to be and use our mind, body, and soul to make it happen. The message is, the more empowered we are, the more educated we are, the more we love ourselves, the violence will decrease, our college admissions will increase, we will own instead of being in a sublease, we will no longer just talk about the dream because we will be living the dream. Thank you.
I was standing over there listening to the sister. I almost started to cry. Because that's what our future looks like, man.